Imagine if the last 90 days of this year could completely rewrite your 2026. Not by luck, not by waiting for January, but by locking in right now. That's exactly what people all over TikTok are doing, calling it the Great Lock-In. Instead of promising themselves change when the calendar resets, they're treating the end of the year as their launchpad. People are setting strict lock-in periods, cutting distractions, committing to workouts, budgeting harder, and showing up for their goals like their future depends on it. And here's the thing. For many of them, it actually does. The Great Lock-In isn't another hustle trend. It's the opposite. It's not about grinding 24/7 or burning out trying to do everything. It's about discipline with direction, about saying, I'm done waiting for motivation. I'm taking control now. Because if you think about it, how you finish the year often decides how you start the next one. And the people locking in now, they're not just planning for 2026, they're getting a head start. So what exactly is this Great Lock-In everyone's talking about? It started as a small TikTok challenge in late 2025. Creators sharing how they were dedicating the final months of the year to self-improvement. The concept was simple. Cut the noise, lock in on your priorities, and make the last stretch of the year your most productive phase. But it didn't stay small for long. Within weeks, millions joined in. People began documenting lock-in routines focused on finances, fitness, and focus. You'll see videos titled No Spend September, 90 Days to Discipline, or Lock In Before 2026, with creators vlogging everything from budgeting every dollar, tracking gym streaks, meal prepping, journaling, and even doing digital detoxes to reclaim attention. At its core, the Great Lock-In is about commitment. Taking the time that most people waste on autopilot and turning it into momentum. Instead of coasting through the holidays and promising to fix everything in January, the mindset is, why wait for the new year when you can transform right now? As one creator put it perfectly, it's not about starting over, it's about finishing strong. Take creators like at Financially Fit Babe, who's documenting her 90-day money reset. She's tracking every expense, avoiding impulse spending, and aiming to save $3,000 before December 31st. Or at Mindset Maddie, who's showing her lock-in mornings, waking up at 6 a.m., journaling, lifting weights, and reading before work. These aren't influencers selling a dream. They're real people treating the rest of 2025 like the training ground for the next chapter of their lives. And that's what makes this movement so powerful. It's not about waiting for the perfect time. It's about creating it. So why is the Great Lock-In working for so many people? And not just as a short-term challenge, but as a real mindset shift. It all comes down to something psychologists call the fresh start effect. This concept, studied by behavioral scientists like Dr. Katie Milkman from the Wharton School, shows that people are more likely to change behavior after temporal landmarks, like the start of a new week, month, or year. These moments feel like mental resets, giving us permission to leave the old version of ourselves behind. But here's the twist. You don't need to wait for January 1st to trigger that effect. September to December is actually the perfect time to harness it. You've got a natural deadline, social momentum, and a sense that the year is ending, which creates urgency. That urgency fuels focus. The lock-in works because it's a finite, focused window. It's not an endless grind. It's a defined sprint. 90 days of saying, let me give this everything I've got. That time frame matters. Habit research from University College London found it takes about 66 days on average to form a new habit that sticks. That means if you start now, by the end of December, those actions will already feel automatic. Another reason this works is reduced decision fatigue. When you lock in, you stop negotiating with yourself. You decide once, not every day. It's the same reason athletes thrive during training camp or entrepreneurs during launch phases. Focus removes friction. And finally, there's accountability and social reinforcement. Because the Great Lock-In is trending, thousands of others are posting their progress. That visibility creates what psychologists call positive peer pressure. When you see others getting results, it pushes you to stay consistent, not out of competition, but out of community. So, psychologically speaking, the great lock-in hits every success trigger. A fresh start mindset, a short but meaningful time horizon, structure and focus, and shared accountability. It's not magic, it's science meeting momentum. And when you align those two, change stops feeling forced and starts feeling inevitable. Now let's talk money. Because one of the biggest reasons the Great Lock-in is blowing up is how it's helping people take control of their finances before the new year even starts. Think about it. Most people tell themselves they'll start saving in January or figure out budgeting next year. But by then, the holiday spending hangover has already kicked in. The lock-in flips that script. It says, why wait for a new year when you can fix your financial habits in the last 90 days of this one? Here's how people are doing it, and how you can too. Step 1. Audit your money. Pull up your bank app and look at where your money actually went over the last 30 days. Be honest, not judgmental. You'll probably see some easy leaks. Daily coffee runs, Uber Eats deliveries, unused subscriptions, or impulse buys that add up fast.